Hey, what's up everybody? Ichigo Commandment of Patience aka Ryan Trunky back at again with a new video. So today I'm gonna do What If Naruto Was Madara Grandson part 10. So let's get started. Probably now you're like see a character like in the right bottom like talking to you right now. I'm trying to copy like the one like odd ones out. If not, probably you won't see anything. So yeah, let's get with the series. So last time I stopped like then, well, like where he here left in a hurry. So now, this smell like snakes. Naruto was thinking, where suddenly he pieced together the facts he read in like library about shinobi that used snakes as a summons and defeated Konoha afterwards found doing twisted experiments with the children that he kidnapped. Orochimaru, the snake Sanin. Naruto concluded and made a shadow clone and said, "Go tell the old man." It's the Hokage, of course. The clone left and Naruto continued exploring, gazing into the rooms so he could have a brief idea of what it contained. One of the rooms appeared to be a small study room. Entering the room and making his way to the table, he saw a few seals and multitude of vials of blood with a version various names of them like Senju Shirama, Senju Tobirama, Namikaze Minato and few other Naruto didn't recognize. What could possibly Orochimaru want? The blood of my father, not to mention the Senju brothers. Naruto kept wondering until he saw a few notes written in what it seemed to be a diary. He continued reading until that twisted bastard. And now, in the Hokage office, Horizon was having a normal day in his office, and by normal I say he was cursing Minato for leaving him with the paperwork, when suddenly he saw Naruto bursting through the door. "Old man," Naruto stated, "I think I found the Orochimaru old base," to which the Hokage yelled, "What?" "I was doing one of the missions and I was cultivating a field until I hit a metal hatch. After opening it and checking inside, it tracked of a snake and there were dead bodies all over," Naruto said. "Imbo," the Hokage said, and in front of him appeared an Imbo with a weasel mask, kneeling before the Hokage and waiting for orders. "Bring me Ibuki or Ibiki's name, I don't know what's his name, and Inko." "Hi Hokage-sama," the Imbo, fuck, I can't even speak today. So, "Hi Hokage-sama," the Imbo said and vanished in puff of smoke. The Hokage turned to Naruto. "Naruto, are you the original?" he asked, to which Naruto shook his head negatively. Boss isn't it in checking of the rest of the base and making sure no one enters it. The clone responded. "Then tell him to continue guarding the entrance until Inko and Ibiki arrive. Then tell him to come here immediately after." The Hokage started getting nod before the clone dispelled. So in Orochimaru base, Naruto was still going through the base until he the memories of the clone hit him and stopped and gathered what he was doing and made his way to the entrance. Naruto waited a couple of minutes before a man and a woman dropped in front of him. A man was about 193 centimeters, I think about 6.5. Head wore traditional black Imbo pants and a black jacket. He also wore a long-sleeved black jacket and a scarf that covered the top of his head. The man had a few scars in his face. Naruto recognized him from a couple of pranks he pulled. He was Morino Ibiki, a Tsukubitsu, special jonin, and the commander of Konoha Torture and Interrogation Force Department. Beside Ibiki was a woman who had approximately 167 centimeters, about 5.55. She wore a full body mesh armor with a short and brown skirt and a long trench coat. The belly covered her She had the purple pineapple style hair and brown eyes. Naruto assumed that this woman was Enku. Not yeah. So Naruto, facing both of them, turned toward the woman and said, "I assume you're Enku. I am the sexy and single Matarashi Inko." She exclaimed, pumping her fist in the air, to which Naruto's sweat dropped. "I was doing a rank and came across this base. After exploring it, I concluded it belonged to Orochimaru. So I informed the Hokage my work is done. Knock yourself out," Naruto said, and left toward the Hokage's office. So now, Hokage's office. Naruto arrived at the Hokage office and saw him with a saddened and thoughtful look. Naruto assumed it had to do with Orochimaru. After all, he was one of Horizon's most prized students, a genius that's come once in a lifetime. However, he got caught in his own ambitions. "I'm here, old man," Naruto said, getting to the Hokage's attention. "I don't even know if it should be called luck or not," the Hokage said, sighing. Was Naruto genuine of the answer? "You said that you were low on cash, and I wanted a few D-ranks mission, and you end up finding one of my old student laboratory." Naruto nodded, and the Hokage continued, "Since you found it, I'm upgrading the mission to S rank. You are never to speak of it, and everything you found and saw inside you are never to reveal. Are we clear?" the Hokage said in a serious and demanding tone. "Hi, Hokage-sama," Naruto replied, as he was, as usual, shinobi that brought a smile to the man's face. "I would call it luck," Naruto said, grinning. "Well, then I'm gonna get going. See you later, Gigi," he said, and the Hokage nodded. Once Naruto left the room, the Hokage leaned back to his chair, lost in his thoughts. The wonder of the D-ranks. The Hokage thought, chuckling to himself. He got out of his thoughts and got back to work. The Hokage looked at the amount of paperwork and yelled, "Damn you, Minato!" Guys, if you see my voice isn't normal, just know that I'm a bit sick, I can't breathe. So from that, let's say 4 years later, the sun is just starting to appear and shine above Konoha. People are starting to open their shops for another ordinary day. However, to some people this is not ordinary day, if you can say. So 4 long years have passed, and now both Naruto and Hinata are 14 years old, and today is graduation day. During this last few 4 years, their growth was tremendous. And if we were to estimate their current level of power, one can say that in terms of skill, Hinata Taijutsu is a Kage level, same as Naruto Ninjutsu and Taijutsu. However, if we were to be realistic, their Taijutsu is Jonin level, because even though they both use gravity seals to increase strength and speed, their bodies are still developing and can't compete against adults with also lacking experience. However, these rules do not apply to ninjutsu, even less Naruto. With his massive chakra reserve that dwarf even the Hokage of a leaf and reasonable control. In fact, Naruto must consistently train chakra control because of his ever-increasing reserve. In fact, Naruto is chakra powerhouse in terms of ninjutsu, with high affinity for lightning, coupled with fire and wind natures, all of them offensive ones. There isn't much of obstacle Naruto can surpass. In the last 4 years, Hinata has become master of her own taijutsu style, from the gentle fist, to which she calls flowing fist, which, much like the name says, Hinata, due to her natural flexibility, flow through the enemy, dodging all offensive attacks while closing the enemy chakra's point. Even though her own taijutsu style is extremely strong, she still is very proficient in original gentle fist. In Naruto's case, in his taijutsu style is very different. He trained his father's style and mastered it. However, if the enemy had some sort of shield, attacking the enemy pressure point would be pointless. So Naruto developed his very own style, combining the best offensively style of the Goken strong fist and pressure point damage with the defensive style of Uchiha, like what's the name of it? Interceptor Fist, I think, or Dragon Fist. I don't remember. Just Google it, okay? However, he can like add one small twist, if you can call it that. Naruto, after his training in lightning, managed to like envelop his own fist and foot in the coat of lightning chakra, which it make it like contact with the enemy can either massively increase the power of the strike or send the lightning chakra to the enemy chakra circulatory system to effectively numb the area of the hit. This taijutsu style is called Raiken, like lightning fist. Actually, since both Naruto and Hinata have wind affinity, they can create invisible chakra wind blade in their fingers, invisible to anyone without dojutsu, of course. Using this technique, they can inflict damage to wherever they hit, damaging their muscles and disabling the enemy. In the ninjutsu department, one can say Naruto is a monster. With his 3 affinities completely mastered and all of them offensive, Naruto is a force to be reckoned with. His arsenal contains a vast amount of techniques for every affinity, including a few creation of his own. Even though Hinata's has high chakra level, if you compared to anyone her age, she has Jonin level chakra reserve when should be a genin. Her advantage over Naruto comes from extremely high chakra control, rivaling the Tsunade herself due to her control. So she learned a few medical jutsu for self-healing if necessary, since Naruto has the fox chakra. Going off the genjutsu section, let's just say that Naruto sucks at it. The only genjutsu Naruto is even able to cast without the Sharingan activated is Kukunagyu no Jutsu, Bringer of Darkness, a genjutsu created by Nandaime Hokage and considered a genjutsu due to the fact that even after activating it continue to drain chakra constantly. If you check Hinata due to her control, she can pretty much use all genjutsu she know, but restrain from using Kukuganku no Jutsu, Bringer of the Darkness, since she can't spend such amounts of chakra. So I'm gonna stop it right here. I have to breathe really bad. I need to drink something to clear my throat, and yeah. If you enjoyed this episode, probably it's all about information, but who cares? You probably enjoyed it, getting information about the enemy you watched, even you didn't know about the information I gave you. So yeah.
Got a lot of dream, need to make it real. Gotta reach the top, homie, that's the deal. No need to rush, you just gotta chill. You have to be the champ in this battlefield. Oh, cause I'm heading to the top. To the sky, I'm climbing up. Man, I swear I'm feeling top.